evening to you, bro.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I am cool. Gentle.
Of course you will be.
Of course, definitely. They actually did something very, very spectacular. And the joy is in the mood, everywhere. The hair now, everywhere is busted. I think Nigeria is happy tonight. Maybe they can see. Although we have seen this one before. That was way back 1994. Nigeria actually beat Cote d'Ivoire during that time, and they won the cup in the final. They won against Zambia. So I think it's another repeat of that. I mean, repeat of 1994 coming back to Nigeria. I think Nigeria has a favor. Something happened. Something is actually favoring Nigeria in this Nations Cup. Obviously. So I feel that maybe they can win the cup.
Obviously. So now, what would you really say has been? Now I know that Nigeria have really been up. Their Super Eagles have been through ups and downs. But is there any weakness you have noticed in the team that they need to capitalize on? Because I know, despite the fact they are beating South Africa in this semi-final, it was a tough one, and I know very well that the final is going to be tougher. And Nigerians cannot afford, Super Eagles cannot afford to be complacent. So is there any weakness you have noticed in the team that they need to adjust to sharp going into the finals?
So many weaknesses, so many. In fact, if you are a very sound coach, you should have watched the first half and see where the opponents are, the weakness of opponents. But I don't think our coach is watching the game very well. Even me, I'm sitting down there. I thought that I saw some little changes that he's supposed to have changed. He should have made during the second half, but he didn't do that. He still continued playing the same game he actually started with, which is not good for the tournament. I think what she should have done, should have a little bit moved away from the midfield and use the flank, because the South Africa has already taken over the midfield. And whereas I think he should have played somebody who is more agile. Nigeria midfield is so fragile. It don't look like a midfield that can compete with South Africa. Because if you look at the way South Africa, you will know that this is a team. It's a very big. In fact, they complete. They are a very complete team. But in the long run, though, I feel that Nigeria actually hold them to it. Because personally, I don't like anything called defending game. I can't be packing balls and just like looking like a team that is like all those old game, all those old pattern of game. No. This is a new century. This is a 24th century. You move front and play ball in the right direction. That your opponents will be fearing you. But Nigeria, these people are just throwing Nigeria all around. So if you look at the very midfield, I think when he actually made that changes in that midfield by changing what's his name, Iwobi. I think something actually sparked in that from our midfield. They were able to stop those passes coming from the midfield. So I think that maybe if he's trying to play final, he should be able to look into that. Play from the flank. You don't need to hold midfield for any team. Play from the flank. You have all these speedy boys in your team. Play from the midfield, and you have a striker in Osimhen. Definitely, they can. I think Nigeria can do more than what they have been doing. So I think that he should be able to give the midfield to somebody who is very fragile, as in somebody who can hold African. I know this African football don't play like an European. So all these people in Europe, all those money, they're not. They play like Europeans. We are not in Europe. We are not in Europe. We are in Africa. So I think he should be able to change and make changes in the final, so that Nigeria can win the cup.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, right?
You too, bro.
Thank you.